So we are now in 2026 and you have set goals that you want to become better from the previous year. You want to set a goal that you want to build your own wealth. You want to bring more monies. You have set a goal that you want to build your own personal brand, to be as magnetic as possible. The people just leans towards you, will just listen to whatever the things that you say. You want to leverage your expertise to become better, to find a better careers that pays you better wages. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. It's going to be hard, but listen to me. If you really want to improve, then you need to do these one little things. I have talked with friends. His name is Hakim, and he said that he really want to be a millionaire. And I said to Hakim, well, that's good, Hakim. So, what do you do? And surprisingly enough, he can't ask any question after that. So I'm the one asking questions. Again, Hakim, what did you do? Or what have you done? And then he keeps silence. And finally he talked to me. And he said, Farace, well, actually, I've done nothing. This actually kills my mind. Because Hakim is one of my good friends. And whenever he aspires to be something, especially in the New Year resolutions, he just wants to become something that he dreamed of. But he never able to make it. And why is that? It's because he doesn't understand about the subject and also the efforts that he needs to be pour into it. And this is what makes you very different. Because when you set a goal in 2026 that you want to become something, you want to build your own personal brands, you want to grow your business, you want to be a professional athlete, you want to be a professional in your industry, whatever it is, your action matters. And if you look back into 2025, try to think back whether you have achieved the goals that you set in 2025. If not, then what is the problem? People often say that they want to achieve something and they set new goals. Because why? Setting new goals is actually quite easy. If you want to establish your personal brands to be as magnetic as possible, you can just set a goal, am I right? But the reality is that if you don't make anything about it, there's no action on it, it will just become dust. It will just become dust. If you want to be the 1% of the population that actually achieve their goals, then you need to do something. You need to be aware of what current state you are right now and what you want to become. This book is a very good book and I truly recommend it if you want to read it. It's called Atomic Habits and it's written by James Clear. I read the entire book twice. I love it very much. I love it. It just comes to a rules that you need to build your own system in your own way to achieve the things that you desires. If you want to become something, then try to make something. If you want to build your own personal brands for your companies to get more sales, then try to do it. Don't just lay on the couches. Don't just sit. Do it. Implement it. And if you ask yourself, you don't know where to start. YouTube might be it. You can watch a lot of content on YouTube. 20 years ago, it's very hard for you to find information. But today, it's different. You can find a lot of information. You don't need to Google it. You just need to YouTube it. As easy as that. And I'll tell you, if you really want to grow your personal brands, to become magnetic as possible, so whenever that you talk in the meetings, whenever you publish your videos, people will just listen to you. Then you need to improve yourself. This book actually helped me to improve myself. It tells you about how you want to develop your own habits. People are speaking about a system. I don't want to talk about systems. A system is actually your own habits, the way that you structure your life. If you can build up a good habit for you, then you can build up a good habit for your teams. Then you can build up a good habit for your companies that will achieve the desired goals that you set in 2026. But just imagine this. If you just talk and not walk the talk, will you achieve those objectives? So that's why a lot of corporates, at the end of the year, they will revise their goal so that it looks like they achieved those goals. But it's just a way that you're lying to yourself that you are achieved those goals. Because you are afraid of failure. You're afraid of what other people will perceive you if you're not a successful person. But let me tell you this. The difference between successful people and the less successful people is just that they read books. They read books. And if you don't read the books, how you want to become successful? You can watch a lot of YouTube videos. You can watch a lot of reels. But at the end of the day, if you don't read books, then you will become nothing. Because the information outside there that you consume will just stick at your head around 1%. Because when you watch a new videos, and the last video that you watch, the previous video that you watch will become obsolete. You will just remember the latest video that you watch. Hence, that's why you need to read books, my friends. You need to read books. Because books is actually the things that you invested. You spend money on it. It costs around £20. So probably $30, $25. When you invest in something, you want to get the returns. When you buy books, especially the expensive ones, you want to get the return of investments. That's what makes books very different. That's what makes reading books become very intellectual habits. Because of what? Because you don't want to waste your money, isn't it? You don't want to waste your time. You'll try to complete the whole books by the shortest time frame that you have. Because you want to know, you want to acknowledge that your money is not wasted. So looking back, if you want to achieve your goals in 2026, you need to become obsessed with it. You need to do the things that can make you obsessed with it. If you make it a goal in 2026 and then in February you lost track of it, you don't remember the goal that you set in 2026 January, then it will become obsolete and you will never achieve your goals. Trust me.